folks, welcome back to Skirmish Miniature Gaming, and it's Luke and Alan, and we're back today for some Kill Team. We had a week off because we've had some more Malifaux come out, got a couple of games filming in for Malifaux, so that's why we've been off for a bit of Kill Team. And obviously we haven't really had too many really new releases recently or anything for Kill Team, but we will keep the games coming out. I'm going to be taking Necrons today, and then Alan's going to be bringing Deathwatch back.
Deathwatch,
yeah, some Deathwatch, and then what we're essentially going to do, we are going to put an extra game up in the Patreon, on the Patreon page today, and it's going to be another game with the same Kill Team sort of factions, but we're going to mix up what models we use. So obviously if you enjoyed the first game, maybe you're new to the channel, maybe you've been watching for a while and have been considering whether to support us or not, we are throwing up a ton of Patreon games now, which gives you more value to support us, as well as one thing I will say, the reason we ask for money for Patreon for the channel is because we want to improve the channel. We want better equipment, we want to be able to give you a better experience watching the videos, and obviously we can't just do that with our own money. We've got to be able to survive. So that is basically all we ask from you, and basically soon I'm going to be posting stuff on Patreon and whatnot on Facebook to show what we've been putting the money towards from Patreon so far, which isn't a great amount, but I do what I can with it, because I want to show you guys that we are doing stuff with that, with those funds that we begin. Yeah, definitely.
It's the cost of a cup of coffee.
Yeah, it's not.
Coffee,
We're not exactly asking for a lot of money, are we? So, you know, thank you for those that are supporting us and can see what the good in the channel. Also, the other thing I will mention that I was going to note down, if you are going to leave a comment about any rules things, which I have noticed with Kill Team tends to be a thing slightly more often because there are more complications with Kill Team, to be honest. Please do leave a timestamp, because it is just because if you leave a comment, and thank you for leaving a comment about what you think might be a rules error, but 50% of the time, I will be honest with you, comments that are left are purely wrong on rules comments, and I find out that actually we were playing it right, and so I can go back and forth with someone trying to figure out what they mean and what section of the video they're on about for hours.
Don't make us hunt for our own mistakes.
It's just pointless. It really is. But I do appreciate that we will get stuff wrong, and that's not just us.
Especially
Every
me.
channel gets stuff wrong. People will get things wrong in videos. So yeah, please just make it slightly easier. If you are going to criticise something we've done, please do leave a timestamp, please. It's so much easier. But thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for leaving those comments. If you do want to leave some positive comments as well, if you're enjoying the channel, please do that and throw us a like on the video. It all helps.
And it makes us feel good.
And it does, yeah, because a lot of hard work goes into it, you know. So, but yeah, thank you for that. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy this one, and we'll see you there. Okay then, so Necron Kill Team for me today. I'm going to be going with Mefrit Solar, which are the ones that get the extra minus on their AP. For shooting attacks that are half range, I believe. So starting down on the left here, we've got Necron Warriors. We've got 3, one of which is going to be my leader. I've got a Lich Guard with his shield and Hyperphase Sword. He's going to be a combat specialist. Then I've got 3 Immortals, one of which is going to be a comm specialist. And then we've got a Sniper Specialist who's going to be a Death Mark with the Sniper. So yeah, awesome list, very shooty obviously. I've only got the one very combat-y Lich Guard in there. And then second game for Patreon, I'll probably mix it up and go with the more combat-y list, so we'll see how that goes. We'll go over now and check out the Deathwatch. So the Deathwatch, obviously is slightly more elite, but not too bad to be fair. I'll go down to the left.
Yeah, that's the leader, Sergeant Azazel, an Intercessor Sergeant with a pistol, bolt rifle, chainsword.
Nice.
And then Brother Heller, the veteran gunner with a heavy Infernus bolter. He's a heavy specialist.
Okay.
Brother Calfax. Wait, have I got them in the right order?
Yeah, so you got comms here. I think you missed the combat specialist there, but yeah, so he's got the storm shield,
Maddox,
right?
the mauler, black shield with power maul and storm
That's the
shield.
one. And then that was the heavy, and then you've got the comms.
And then I got the comms, Brother Calfax, who's an intercessor gunner with Auspex, auto bolt rifle, auxiliary grenade launcher, and he's comms.
Nice. Coming across.
And
You've got the
Oh, yeah.
launcher, haven't you, there, I think?
Brother Bacchus, veteran gunner with a frag cannon.
Nice.
And Watch Sergeant Christoph, a Watch Sergeant with a combi plasma and xenophage blade.
Nice, I like it. All the names in there as well. Definitely needed with the Deathwatch, I think. Very characterised. So, board setup is as follows. This is actually the board from Warcry, the flip side of it. Look, the very first time I used this board in Warcry, I thought this looks very Necron. So I thought this would be really cool to use. It looks like a tomb world's kind of coming up from under the planet. And that's kind of what we're doing here. You've got an old Imperial ruin buildings, and you've got these tomb world sects coming up and like monoliths and things. So it looks very cool. And then we've got Sweep and Clear going on today from the original Call rulebook, which is going to be 4 objectives. At the very end of Battle Round 4, each objective that you control, you get 3 points for each, which is quite a lot to be fair. For each enemy model that you kill during the game, you get a point, so nice and simple. And then, as we've been doing recently, we're going to randomise 5 arena objectives to choose from, secondary objectives to add to the mission. These are the 5 we've got for today. So I'll show you the 3 that I'm going to choose, but those are the 5 that we've randomly drawn to choose from, so you can take a look at those. And then these bottom 3 here are the ones that I'm going to choose for my Necrons. So straight off the bat here, we'll do 2 dice roll off, kill team. I get a 3 for the Necrons. Deathwatch are going to get a 7. So Al has the advantage, which means I have the disadvantage, so I'll have to deploy a model first. Alan will also get to choose a side here. Okay, so deployment is complete. It started with myself, followed by Alan, who alternated. So I've set up, as you can see, kind of a mix all around here. Our leaders at the back there, the Necron Warrior, and got Combat Specialist, the Death Mark here, Sniper Specialist. And I've also got, where is my other specialist, or have I lost the, oh yeah, there he is, Comms Immortal down there as well. Then for Alan, we've got Comms, Heavy, we've got the big grenade launcher up top, the leader down there as well, and then I think you've got Combat behind there as well.
Bunch of hand-to-hand guys.
Yeah. So, okay, I think we'll get ready to get into this one. Let's do a roll-off for 2 dice. I'm getting a 6, Alan's getting... Oh, a 2, Snake Eyes.
Nice.
So I win the second roll-off, so that means that I will have initiative for Battle Round 1. Okay, so first thing for me, the Lich Guard is going to try and make 7-inch charge into the leader, but he'll have some Overwatch here. So bolt rifle rapid fire. So it's going to be 2 dice, rapid fire,
Needed
6s. No 6s. So let's see if I can make a 7 for the charge. No, double 1s. I'm going to have to spend a command point now. I want to try and bottleneck here. So as we were saying before, so reroll, and I don't think that's quite cocked, is it? That's
well, you're going to get 7 inch.
But I've got 7 there anyway, so I got 10 from that. He's definitely in. Making the charge in straight to there, definitely getting that in. Okay, this Necron Warrior here is just going to make an advance roll for an extra 3 inches. We're going to go 4 just to get around the other side of the Immortal there, and then another 4 just to get underneath the building there. There we go. Immortal Joe here is going to, the Comm Specialist, he's going to push around next to my other dude there. And then Sniper's going to stay there. That Immortal's going to ready there as well. So both of those are going to ready. And then my leader at the back here, probably also ready, I think. So that's the end of my movement. It's into the Deathwatch. Readying here,
Yeah.
Is he readying on the top? Or?
No.
He's going to do a bit of move.
I think
He's just moving to the edge there. Get a bit better vision. Doing the Titanic. Okay, so the Plasma, he's with the Xenophage Sword. He's budged 2 inches and used the door. It's the normal move through it, 4 inches to get to here. And that's it, pretty much. You got one by the Combat Specialist behind, who's kind of useless now this round. Useless because, I mean, he's blocked a bit there, not because he's out the game. So he's going to stay on the other side of there. He's just shuffled kind of along the other side there, staying behind the door. He doesn't want to get shot to bits. Otherwise, I think that's all the movement for this round, so we'll go into some shooting, I believe. First shot for one of my readied models is going to be Necron Warrior up here. We're going to go into the big grenade launcher up top, and it's going to be half range for rapid fire, so an extra AP as well if I get these through. So 4s then 4s because it's obscured. Oh dear, that's not good. So you're going to go with the Inferno, whatever it is, I can't remember what it's called.
Infernus Heavy Bolter.
Infernus Heavy Bolter.
I'm going to use...
You're within 8-inch range, D6 shots.
Going to use the Flamer. 3 shots.
Okay, 3 shots. So auto hits, yeah.
Strength 5.
Toughness 4, so go for it, 3s. Oh, as bad as mine. Oh dear.
Alright.
Also, we forgot to say that the data sheet Alan picked for his priority target was Immortals. So he'll get to re-roll 1s for win rolls against Immortals this game. Alright, so Deathmark's going to go down here. He's ready for me next. He's Sniper Specialist, so he's re-rolling 1s. I'm going to comms in with the Comm Specialist just here. So he's +1 to hit. He was -1 for the cover that the frag launches in. So it just levels out at 3 ups, rapid fire. Oh dear, what has been with the... Oh, re-rolling 1s, yeah, very good point. So yes, I will hit. And then wounding. So it's going to be 4s, but then 6s are an additional mortal wound. Oh, okay, do I fancy re-rolling that? So no, I'm not going to re-roll 1, I'm going to save for any flesh wounds that I get this round. So wounding with 1, but not an extra mortal wound, so it's going to be -1 AP for a 4-up saver on the frag launcher. Hey, the -1 AP worked. It's -1 AP, guys, because I'm half range and Mephrit. So that goes through, and then I'm going to be... So spending the point, yeah, see if you can... 50-50 roll, see if you can get it.
Change dice.
Yeah. Go for it. Oh! Okay, it's probably worth it. I would have done it, I think. So then flesh wounding, and I saved the point to re-roll it as well, so it's going to be... You're in cover, though. So that's going to mean currently it's on a 5-up, I want to say. Which, no. Right, so it's a 2 in 6 chance, but I'm going to have to try and spend the point here to take him out. I think it's going to be worth it if he goes down. So a 5-up. No! Yes! On a 6, he's down. Bye-bye, frag launcher. Disintegrated into dust. Right, so you're going with the... is it a bolt rifle or bolt gun? With the Comm Specialist.
Assault 2.
Assault 2, auto bolt rifle, and then you're going to go with the Infernus ammo, so you always wound on 2s.
Hellfire round.
That's the one, Hellfire round. And you're going to go into the Necron Warrior, so no re-rolling for priority target because that's Immortals. Yep. Go for it.
So it's just straight up, 3 up.
Okay. Oh, nice. And then you're wounding on 2s because of the Hellfire round.
This is where I get sniped.
I know. No, you're good. And then we're going on with some saves here. 2 4-ups for the Necron Warrior. Saves 1, fails 1, so that's all you needed really. Because that is going to go through with 1. So 1 flesh wound roll on a 4-up, but 6 is obviously I'm okay. So go for it. Oh wow! Oh my god, good outcome. Necron Warrior actually does go down. 4 and a 5 were the only outcome that would have got you that, so nice. Suppose that levels that out a little bit maybe. Yeah, I was just saying he channeled all his psychic energy to get that 5, so that's going to be it now for the game. It's pretty screwed now.
Use my luck.
Yeah. I've only got 1 readied model left, which is going to be the Immortal Joe down here. And he's going to just fire straight up into... Ooh, that's a good point actually. Okay, so Immortal, going to be shooting here 2 shots with rapid fire into the Xenophage sword and Marine, so it's going to be 4s because they're obscured, but it's half range. Ouch! That's the part you wanted me to fail on, because now it's wounding on 3s. And I get both, and that is -3 AP because I'm half range with Mephrit. So 2 6-up saves for the Xenophage blade. Go for it.
Unlikely.
Unlikely. No. So it's only going to be
6.
Yeah. I mean, you would have had to pass both, I guess. So just 1 flesh wound roll. This is going to be within an inch of cover, so it's going to be on a 5-up again here, though. Which I don't get. Shouldn't have used your dice, should I? So the Necron Warrior here is going to go because we're going into non-readied models, and I get to go first. So Warrior's going to go into the Xenophage blade again here, and he's going to rapid fire. There's no cover for you this time, so it's just going to be straight up half range on 3s. fail 1, hit with 1. Then wounding is going to be strength 4, toughness 4, so 4s. Oh, brutal. Minus. So minus 2 AP because it's half range for Mephrit, so 5 ups for the save. Single 5 up save. Go for it. Oh, I tell you what, that Mephrit every time has worked solidly. So you've got no cover this time, so it's going to be a flesh wound. So now it's on 3 ups. He dies because he's got a flesh wound. Oh, and it did as well. So the flesh wound helped, and down goes the Xenophage blade. Oh dear, Deathwatch crumbling already now. Right, and that is the Xenophage down. So that's 2 points so far to me and 1 point to Alan for kills. The 2 Immortal Joes down here, they're going to go for the Infernus Heavy Bolter on the top. They can just about see him, but within half range, but it's going to be obscured for both of them. So we'll go with my Comm Specialist. He'll shoot first for 2 shots rapid fire on 4s. We get 1 hit, then it's going to be strength 5, so 3s to wound. Doesn't wound. Then we got the second one to go, because Alan hasn't got any shooting here, on 4s, and 3s to wound. Oh, okay, so the Infernus Bolt will be okay for now. Okay. So that's shooting straight into combat here. It's going to be my charged model, Combat Specialist, into your leader. So that's going to be 3 attacks, because I'm Combat Specialist. And it's going to be on 3s. Followed by 3s, because I'm Strength 6. Oh dear. And that's minus 3 AP with the Hyperphase, which means you're on 2 6-up saves there. Okay, see what you can get.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay, both do go through. That's brutal. So that is 2 damage overall, taking down to 0 wounds, but it's only a 1 damage weapon, so it's going to be on a 4 up here. You go down basically, which you don't. Oh, he's flesh wounded for now, the leader. Oh, that's big. So yeah, 4 attacks because you've got chainsword, so +1 attack, and then it's going to be on 3s.
Are you kidding me?
That was terrible.
Geez. Well, because
Yeah, spend a command
I'm
point.
going down fast here.
Reroll 1 for a command point. 3s. Oh, there we go. That was a terrible first roll. Wounding, it's going to be on toughness 5 though to wound, so it's going to be 5s, I'm guessing. So 5s to wound. Oh, you got it. Okay, fair enough. No AP though, I'm guessing, so
no.
It's going to be pretty good save for me. I think it's 3 up. Definitely making it on that. Rightio, so that is the end of battle round 1. Couldn't quite take out the leader, but I think that's probably a good thing in Alan's eyes right now. It's actually, we're going to keep track, even though it's at the end of the battle, we're going to keep track of kill points now. So it's actually 3-2 to the Necrons, believe it or not. So I get domination, so I have more models within 3 inches of the centre of the battlefield than the Deathwatch, so that means I have a point for that. And Alan's secondary objective was death from afar. Kill a model at long range for shooting with a shooting attack. He killed the Necron warrior with the Infernus Heavy Bolter, and that's 8-inch range, so yeah, definitely long range there. So he actually got a point for that. You've killed 1 of my models, I've killed 2 of yours, so it's 3-2. So we'll do a roll off for battle round 2 initiative. There's no morale to be done this round, so a 9 to your 8. Okay, so I will get initiative. That's probably pretty good right now. Right, so into the Necron initiative, my leader's going to make an advance roll for, whoa, okay, so he's going 11. The leader's going to move just around the corner there to his monoliths. Alright, so then Necron warrior here will just move underneath the platform to keep hold of objective 2 there for later in the game. He hasn't currently got hold of it, but hopefully later. Everything else here in the middle, these 4 are just going to ready. First thing for the Deathwatch is going to be the leader. He's going to fall back around the corner. It's a smart move, to be honest. And then you're going to make a charge here, I think you said?
Yep.
So obviously no Overwatch for me, so just see what you get on 2 dice. So then 2 dice on a charge. See what you get, and then we can do it, I guess. Yeah, that'll be enough on an 8. And then he's definitely getting in, the combat specialist with a charge. And then, so he's got in with the charge, the leader fell back, and then he readied with these 2 in the middle there. So then we'll go on to some shooting here. It's my initiative, so I'll get to choose the first readied model. We're going to go with my Immortal Joe here. He's going to half range shot into the Infernus Heavy Bolter. For 2 shots rapid fire. He's going to get commsed by my comm specialist, so it's going to ignore the cover. Half range on 3s. Missed one, and then we're going to be wounding on 3s. Oh dear. So now missing there with the 1, so then now it's on to Alan's choice for shooting for ready models.
They're
Right, so
competing
Infernus
for
Bolter.
kills.
Yeah, so Deathwatch tactic, rival chapters. So basically, the Infernus Heavy Bolt is going to shoot. You get to use that tactic, which means you get to re-roll hit rolls of the 1 with him and another friendly model within 2 inches, which will be the Comm Specialist. So then, yeah, you're going to get to re-roll hit rolls of 1s and possibly for wounding and hitting now, depending on what you go into. Right, so then it's going to be, you're going to split fire with the same weapon, so you're going to do the flamer part of the weapon into the Immortal on the left because he's in range, and then the one on the right here, the Comm Specialist, he's going to get bolted. So you're going to be commsed anyway, +1 as well, so you can ignore the hit -1 to hit roll for using the bolter part. So we're going to do the flamer part for d6 shots into the one on the left for only 2 shots, which then will be so on 3s because you're strength 5. Oh, only the 1. You only get to re-roll 1s. Yeah, re-roll a 1, so you get hit there with a 4, and sorry, wound with a 4. So both go through -1 AP, meaning 2 4-up saves for the Immortal. He makes 1, fails 1. I will not re-roll the other, so 1 goes through for a flesh wound to make, but I'm in cover, which will mean a -1, so it's going to be literally a 5 will kill him, anything else is going to be a flesh wound because I'm a Necron. There we go. Oy, so it's a flesh wound for my Immortal. So the Heavy Bolter part going into this Necron here, my Comm Specialist, you're going to into my Comm Specialist, but your Comm Specialist is going to add 1 and comms the Heavy Bolter, so you don't get the -1 then for using combi. And also you're going to use a Dragon Bolt, which means Dragon Firebolt, I think it is, which means that you ignore obscurity, so you're just going to be hitting on 3s with 3 dice.
Re-rolling 1s.
Re-rolling 1s. Yep. Oh, definitely. And then wounding is the same. Oh, brutal. Okay, so it's going to be 3 went through, -1 AP, I believe, Heavy Bolter, into my Immortal, so that's going to be on 4s. Oh, I make 2. I'm not going to re-roll that one. So it's going to be same again, though. You're going to be on a 5, he dies, because I'm in cover.
Necrons, man.
And now 6 I ignore because I am Necron. Yeah, so not even a flesh wound because it was a 6 roll, so he's perfectly fine. Shakes it off with the reanimation protocol. And then...
Oh, credit where it's due, he shot
definitely.
shot the shit out of him.
Did everything he could.
And then he climbed back up again.
So my shot again now, so it's going to be my other Immortal here. He's going to shoot up into the Infernus Heavy Bolter, so it's going to be 2 shots for rapid fire. It's going to be 4s because you're in cover. So I hit with 1 and wounding on 3s. Get the wound, and that's -3 AP because of the Mephrit Solar, because it's half range. So looking at a 6-up save, unfortunately, for the Infernus. Go for it. Oh, it's so close, but so far. So 1 goes through, thanks to Mephrit Solar. So it's going to be on you're in cover though, with an inch of a cover, so it's going to be on a 5-up. You're not flesh wounded yet, but he does go down on a 6. And I'm saving a reroll anyway, so unfortunately the Infernus Heavy Bolter does go down straight away. So going with the auto bolt rifle he readied, he can just about see now because of the Infernus Bolters out of the way. It's going to be into the flesh wounded Immortal here on the left. So he is re-rolling 1s for hits and wounds, to be fair, on rapid fire. So you're looking at 4s because I'm obscured, re-rolling 1s. So you're going to go for Infernus ammo, yeah? Or whatever it's called, I think it's
Hellfire
round, that's the one. So you get to wound on 2s. So 4s re-rolling 1s to hit. Oh no, not even any 1s! That's brutal. Not good rolling for you this game, I don't think, to be honest. Right, well the Death Mark's going to go, and he can just about see the leader in the background there who retreated, so the Death Mark will take a shot into him. It's only going to be a single shot because I'm not in rapid fire range. So long range, obscured, it's gonna be like 5s, I think. which I do get, okay. And then wounding 6s get me an extra additional mortal wound. Otherwise, it's going to be on 4s. Oh, it's a 6! Of course, it's a 6. Ouch. So I think that's the first time I've ever done that with one of them, though. That's pretty cool. So an additional mortal wound, which is going to be the thing that will go through anyway there. So that is just straight up flesh wound with a single dice, no doubt about that. And you're already flesh wounded, so it's going to, but you're within an inch of a cover. So you're going to ignore that flesh wound, so it's going to be on a 4-up. Oh, the cover saved you. It definitely did. So it's going to be another flesh wound for the leader. Just thought that I've obviously got the command point, so I'm going to spend a command point and try and re-roll that for a 4-up, which was definitely worth it. So the leader will go down. The whole reason I definitely wanted to do that is because I do have cut off the head to kill the enemy leader. So basically you acquire 5 points minus the current round, which is 2. So I get 3 points for taking out your leader, plus another point obviously for just the normal kill rule for the game, for sweeping clear. So definitely was worth re-rolling. I'm glad I remembered about that. So down goes the leader, and we will probably go on. I've got another shot here from the Immortal, who will go up into the comm specialist, so we'll sort that first. He's going to be half range for 4s. And I tell you what, yeah, we'll leave that, and then we're going to go. It's strength 5, so 3s to wound. We do wound. Ouch. And that's minus 3 AP because it's half range. Meaning, go for it, see what you get. Oh no! Oh dear, so it's going to be single flesh wound within an inch of cover.
I'm going to re-roll that.
Oh, you got to?
I might as well, because the game's almost over.
Yeah,
I've got
okay.
2 command points.
So 6 up, see if you can get it. No. So let's see if we can take him down as well. It's going to be on a 5 up, but it's doable. No, so the cover did save him there. So he's on a flesh wound. Sorry folks, also forgot to mention I did get death from afar from that, because the death mark is shot at long range and took someone out, so I got a point for that as well. But we'll carry on with combat now. It's going to be the Storm Shield here with his mace. It's going to go into my guy because he charged. Into the Lich Guard, so you get in hitting on 3s, yeah? Mm-hmm. So 3 go through. And then it's going to be... So
strength 4 marine plus 2
plus
for
2
the
for
maul.
the maul, sorry. So strength 6 on toughness 5, so 3 for wound. No re-rolling ones because it's against the Lich Guard, not an immortal. So 1 4-up save for the Lich Guard. Oh, brutal. So he makes it. He'll attack back with 3 attacks because he's combat specialist. Looking for 3s. Okay, and then we're going with, it's going to be strength 6, toughness 4, so 3s. Oh, okay, I'll re-roll 1 for a command point, but that's going to be about it for that. So I get 1, that's at minus 3 AP, but you got a Storm Shield, so a 3-up save, I believe. Yep, you make it. And that is just a standstill there in the middle, so nothing to come from the combat. And yeah, I mean, it's pretty brutal after battle round 2, isn't it? The Necrons have had a decent bit of luck, and you've had a bit of bad luck, and I mean, yeah.
Do you think it's time to call it?
Do you think this planet's becoming a tomb world? I do.
I think I'm going to give it to you, mate, because there's just, I mean, there's no way I can come back from that.
Possibly. I mean, that's kill teams sometimes, and same with Warcry. Like, it can literally end quite quickly sometimes, but I mean, that would have taken me up to 9 points, folks. That and
I'm on 2.
And you're on 2.
And I've got 2 guys, one of which is locked in combat.
Actually, that would have taken me to 10 at the end of that. At the end of the round, because
you're just showing off.
No, but and then you didn't get a point this round, no.
No. So I'm on 2 points.
And then obviously morale at the end of this battle round, you would have had to take broken. There's a nerve test for sure up there. So I mean, you know, we won't bother doing it now, but. Ouch.
I think I'm going to give you that one, mate.
Yeah, okay. I mean, I thought it would last a bit longer than that, but that was brutal. I always take Mefrit Solar now against Marines, because the extra minus AP is just insane against the Marines, because that 3-up save suddenly turns into something pretty abysmal, really, against Necrons. Because I mean, a Gauss Flare becomes -2 AP, just a normal Necron warrior. Then you've got Immortals go to -3 AP. The Death Mark has -1 AP, and then still has that mortal wound capability. It's just insane. I do enjoy Necrons. They are probably my favourite faction in 40k in terms of like the lore and the just the aesthetic. I don't know what it is with them. I just really like the idea of it. But yeah, Deathwatch. Do you reckon maybe you need just more standard marine bolters in there for Deathwatch? I don't know. It's kind of like when I use my Harlequins when I've not got enough.
You think I've gone too elite?
I don't know. I don't know how many points you'd really have to have extra models anyway.
Not that many, to be
no,
fair.
like 1 or 2 extra models maybe, but even then, I don't know how much it would have helped you that in that situation. Maybe you did have some bad rolls, to be fair, that game. You can't overlook that. But either way, very cool.
You got me again with the bottleneck.
If anyone watches Warcry as well as
I'm
Kill
a
Team,
sucker for being bottlenecked. I don't think
managed to bottleneck Gal again in the gap there, so he couldn't pull everything through.
I also had the one where the objective where you
get the middle.
Yeah,
and that's exactly what I thought.
So I thought I'll put 3 guys here and they'll rush into the middle.
Yeah.
And then you bottlenecked them, and then you rushed into the middle, and you did everything I planned to do.
Yeah.
So
as soon as I realised that, I was like,
it.
re-rolling that charge roll. I've got to do it just so I can even get in there and trap you again, because that definitely helped me pin down points early on.
I'm learning my lessons slowly.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard switching between games, I suppose, each week, because then obviously you've got to get back into the Rhythm of Kill Team or Warcry, whatever we pick up, or Malifaux for me as well. But yes, entertaining to see the Necrons again. Like I say, that Mephrit solo, let me know what you folks think, because I think it's absolutely brutal if you get within half range.
Savage.
Which usually in Kill Team, you're going to be within about 12-inch range of people in general. So it's, that is brutal, that is. But in the on the Patreon page, if you want to sign up to get extra battle reports and you want to watch Necrons and Deathwatch again, but I'm going to take a more combat-y list. I think it's the Red, I want to say Corsair, I can't remember what they're called now, Red something. They're the very combat-esque Necron dynastic code that you can take. I'm going to try those and get a full-on combat-y list going, and then Deathwatch are going to mix it up a bit as well. And yeah, so this is the new table setup we've got for the Patreon game. So do join us for that one, sign up, and you get to watch the second iteration. And a little tease there of my combat list for the Necrons should be pretty awesome. Up against the Deathwatch, they've pushed forward and found this kind of old AdMech layout, and the Tomb World has started to rise up here as well. So we're going to try and the Deathwatch are coming to stop us again from taking this area. So yeah, should be pretty awesome. I hope you all enjoyed that one. Like I say, please do leave us a timestamp on anything you want to point out in the comments. But otherwise, do throw us a like, leave us a comment letting us know what you think of the factions and Kill Team and the way it's going at the moment. But thanks all for watching, and happy skirmishing.